Breaking news! Esteban Ocon to Haas. Yes, not the most surprising news ever, but still worthy discussion point, I would say, because Esteban Ocon is joining the team alongside Ollie Bearman. Now that's a tasty little lineup, in my opinion. You've got Esteban Ocon, who, let's not forget, is a decent driver. This man, just because he said Esty Besty's on the podium, baby, people are saying he's cringe or whatever, the man gets a lot of disrespect, but he is great on the track. He is a fast driver. He's been a match for teammates such as Fernando Alonso recently. Of course, he's alongside Pierre Gasly, and they're very, very close as well. He's a very good driver, and he's going to be pairing up with Ollie Bearman, who, of course, is a young prospect, a young talent, something that is always very exciting, isn't it, to see a new driver come onto the grid, to see how they stack up against the old guard. I know that Ocon isn't old, but he's an older guard than Ollie Bearman is. And Haas, they're rolling the dice. They're doing something different, and I'm excited for it.
I'm excited for it too. I think it's about time that Haas shook up their lineup and went for something completely new, and they've got that nice mix of a quick driver. They mentioned this in their press release, and it's the first time that a race winner has ever driven for Haas. And They've got a very strong driver in Esteban Ocon, who's been around for a long time, and he's going to be a great benchmark for Ollie Bearman, see just how good Ollie Bearman is as well. So, yeah, it's really exciting. Like you say, Ocon gets far too overhated, in my opinion. Yes, he's had, collisions with teammates and things in the past, but at the end of the day, he was that driver at Mercedes way back when that we were all praying for Bottas to get out that seat and let Ocon in because he challenged Lewis Hamilton, and now he's the best, young driver we've seen in ages.
Did we say?
Yes, we did say that. So don't pretend we didn't, because everyone did.
Did we say
he was amazing in that racing
Lewis
point.
Hamilton?
Not challenge, not like saying we was going to beat him.
I'm just saying this out loud, just so that the Team LH news sites don't say that Tom Bellingham thinks Ocon will challenge Lewis Hamilton.
Well, I don't, but everyone was like, Bottas is terrible. We need someone else in. And he was hyped just like George Russell was. So let's be fair to him. That was a narrative that happened. Of course, he ended up not having a seat at all and losing his seat. And then he's kind of hopped around a few different teams. But he's doing a solid job. He's a race winner, like we said before. And I'm excited to see how he does. And it's not even a backward step, which you would think.
No, it's not. I think, looking at Alpine versus Haas coming into the season, you'd be thinking, Haas are coming into 2024 with their own team principal saying, yeah, we're probably going to be pretty bad. And everyone expecting Haas to be the slowest car. That has not been the case. And if anything, Alpine have had one of the biggest struggles out of all the teams on the grid. They've been slowest, then they have a bit of a trajectory upwards, then they had an interview with me and you, and they've been horrendous the last two Grand Prix. So it's not even a sideways step at the moment. Perhaps when you look at it as two teams, you go, well, Alpine probably have more of a potential moving forward than Haas. I think that there's a lot of expectation that we're not going to see Haas challenge in the top 3, top 4. They're not a huge manufacturer like Alpine/Renault is. But that being said, we've had many drivers over the last few years join Alpine, join Renault, thinking, well, they are a big manufacturer. Surely they're going to be towards the front of the field soon. And we've not really had that. They've not been winning races apart from obviously that crazy one in Hungary with Ocon. So, yeah, it's a different move for Ocon. He's going to have a Ferrari engine in the back of his car. Will that one day mean that he might try and get into that Ferrari seat when things move on for Hamilton and whatever?
No,
we'll
that
see.
is bold. You never know, though. The driver market has thrown up many crazy things this year and previously. So you never know. But it's a good move for him. It's time for a change. He's moving into a team that, like you say, ironically, when we thought it would be a backward step, have 3 times as many points as Alpine. And if it gives him an opportunity to go into Haas, and if he delivers and scores a lot of points, then yeah, it sounds really far-fetched to go, a top team might want him, but maybe he could do incredible things. Sergio Perez, do I dare mention him because he's obviously not on a great run of form, but if we look back before Red Bull, he has shown that in his career, you can, like, it's never too late to join a top team. I know it's not gone well for him, but obviously he was in a midfield car for so long, had a brilliant season where he showed great potential, and then a team was like, no, let's give Perez a chance. So you never know.
You never know indeed. And for Ollie Bearman, it's pretty much a win-win situation, to be honest. I think that we've mentioned he's got a great benchmark, but also there's not that much expectation on him. Of course, he's a young prospect, want to see him do well, but if he doesn't beat Ocon over the course of the next season, it's not going to look bad on him. But if he manages to match him on several occasions, it's going to be good for his CV, isn't it? So for Ollie Bearman, I'm really excited to see how he does stack up, because if he does just end up beating Esteban next year, then we've got a very young talent, hot talent that can really go far.
Yeah, definitely. Ollie's not had the greatest Formula 2 season, has to be said. But all his kind of hype and reason for his Formula 1 drive was his sensational performance in Saudi. He's very... you can look back at it now and go, he's actually very fortunate that he got that opportunity to show what he can do, because if we'd gone on what he's doing in Formula 2 right now, a lot of people were saying he doesn't deserve to be there, but he showed that he does deserve to be there when he was given that chance. So yeah, I'm excited to see what he does.